Hey guys, it's Trish from Trisha's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. How are you doing? First, I want to say thank you for those of you that do come and watch me live. I'm always excited to see names, and then I picture faces of dear friends and customers. And then for those of you guys that come back and watch the replay, thank you so much. I am super grateful. I think I have the right sister. I want to give a shout out to Joanne's sister, Jerry, I think, who is a faithful viewer of my videos. Thank you, Jerry. I'm always so encouraged and blessed when Joanne tells me that you watch them. I get all excited. So, all right, a huge shout out to the people that are here, Mary and Anne-Marie and Judy and Myra. Thanks so much for being so faithful, you guys, and sharing this part of your Monday night with me. If you saw my posting that I put on Facebook to remind everybody that I was going live, hey, Peg, I wrote down, I don't have a card yet. And that was literally the truth. Karen can tell you, as I'm driving home from work, I still did not have a card. But I'm excited that I didn't have a card because it reminded me of something that Stampin' Up! Has in the catalog, and it made creating a card on the fly so easy. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Hey, Teresa, thanks for joining. So before I get started, let me do my official. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Trisha's Card Club. You can shop with me 24/7 online at trishan.stampinup.net. The other thing I want to tell you guys, I'll say it a couple of times, Stampin' Up! Is changing the way, well, let me start over again. Okay, before, when we had our old catalog, if you placed a $150 order, you got hostess rewards for free product. That program is going away when the new catalog comes out on the 5th or 6th of April. April. Hey, Karen. What's going to happen now is, and what's going to happen when that program starts is that for every $20 you order, you'll get 10% in rewards that you'll be able to use the next time you place your order. So if you are someone that orders from me online, thank you very much. You'll see a few little changes. You'll have to opt in to get those rewards. It'll just be a pop-up online. It is not a big deal. It doesn't take but 2 seconds. And we're just doing it as a different way to reward all customers, not just customers that place big orders. So that part's really kind of cool. So that change is coming. I have so much to talk about tonight. It's another one of those nights when I need to be slow and focused. So I've gone over this. I do want to spend a minute talking about our Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate event because I have more information to share, and registration is coming up in just a couple weeks. So if you've not heard about this before, where have you been? Because I've been talking about it for months, but I'm glad if you're hearing it for the first time. Karen and I, demonstrated in Orlando, Florida, and I are putting on our 3rd annual Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida on Saturday, June 14th from 9:30 to 4. It's our 3rd year, hence the 3rd annual, and we have learned a lot every year. But I will say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I think this is going to be our best year ever. We learned so much from last year. The first year we did it at Karen's house and we got a bigger venue. Last year we had a really good experience, but we didn't have enough time. So this year we have the same great venue and more time. And we're going to be adding in a bunch of new things that we've never done in the past. So I've already talked about the product playground time. That's going to be a chance for you to play with, hands-on play with new products that Stampin' Up! Has. The Create It Now is a secret that I can't tell you about, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, Angela, thanks for joining. You're going to be doing some fun things with that. We are going to be offering t-shirts for the first time. The t-shirts you'll order when you register through the link that you'll be getting in your email around the 26th or 27th. Registration starts on the 28th, so you'll get the email a couple days before. Those t-shirts were designed by Karen. They're on the theme of Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate. They are adorable. They'll come in round neck and in V-neck. And let me just tell you guys, it's hysterical. Karen only wears V-necks. I only wear round necks. So we had to accommodate all wearers. So Karen graciously is going to make them in both things. The other thing we want to let you know is that Karen and I are putting together our Clearing Out the Craft Room sale. So what does that mean? Well, you know that I am a minimalist and don't like to hold on to things that I'm not using. And you know that Karen is she on here? Yeah, I can't say what she is. Karen is a collector. I'm just teasing. Karen is a creative genius and buys a lot of product, and some of it's retired. So between the two of us, we have quite a fair share of things that we would love to sell to you at ridiculously low prices. So let me tell you how ridiculous they are. We are going to sell stamp sets for $5, and we're going to sell stamp sets with dies or punches for $5. I'm sorry. No. Stamp sets with dies or punches are $10. Stamp sets on their own are $5. But we also have a lot of other crafting things that we'll be selling. Paper, maybe some embellishments, some envelopes, just a bunch of stuff that we've accumulated over the last couple of years that we want to sell. So you're going to have a chance to shop before our event starts and a chance to shop at lunchtime. Karen, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably going to say something wrong. If you're shopping with me at buying my products, you can pay by Venmo or by check or by cash. If you're shopping for Karen's products, you can pay by Venmo, Zelle, and Karen, is there any other payments that you're taking? So we're going to make it really easy for you to know whose product belongs to who. You'll just shop the clearing out the craft room sale, and then we'll check you out. And like I said, for me, you can pay me by check, by cash, or by Venmo. And Karen is taking checks and cash and Venmo as well. So that day, you'll be able to pay any of the ways. So that, of course, is separate from the registration fee, but it will be deals of deals of deals. So one of the other things that we want to do to be environmentally friendly is that we are going to have you bring your own bags. So we're not going to provide plastic bags for you to put your products in. Bring a bag. It can be a plastic bag, but any bag, a shopping bag that you want to put your own supplies in that you're purchasing from us that day. That will really help Karen and I a lot as we move through that time in the morning and at lunch. If you guys could bring your own bags. It's the same thing. We're going to be, I think I can say this, Karen, along that same line, we're also asking people to bring their own drink cups. We're going to provide water, but we're going to ask that you bring your own cups. Instead of us buying plastic cups that just end up in a landfill, everybody has a Yeti, or everybody has a Stanley, or I don't know. There's 81 millions out there, 80 million cups out there. So just bring your cup and fill it with water or whatever you want to drink for the start of the day, and we'll have water to add to it. But we just want to try to minimize how much we're putting in landfills. So that's just our environmentally conscious thing. So product playground, create it now secrets, a t-shirt that you'll order when you register and prepay for it, and clearing out the craft room sale. That's going to be the steal of a deal of the century. I've never sold my stamp sets for $5. Karen's never sold her stamp sets for $5. I have bundles that are stamp sets and dies that are regularly $49 that we're selling for $10 because we know they're going to go to good homes. No first dibs, Miss Judy. Everybody gets an equal chance. So we want them to be used. That's the most important thing. And there's only so much craft stuff that Karen and I can manage on our own. So we want to share it with you guys. So that's out there. Okay. Next thing I want to share before I start card making is I have received some beautiful cards in the mail over the last couple of weeks. And so I wanted to share them with you because I'm always so blessed that people send me cards. And so this one comes from my dear friend, Carol, who you guys always know that I go on and on and on about how creative she is. I don't know if she invented this or what. I'm sure she did the numbers because she's phenomenal with numbers. But see how the card is flat? Okay, look at this. Can you, I hope so it opens like this. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me see if I move the light, if you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you can just see it a little bit better without much. Isn't that beautiful? And then it stands up like that. Isn't that the coolest card? I think it's so pretty. And so it folds flat and then it opens up into this gorgeous card. So this was my Easter card from Carol. It's actually Steve and my Easter card from Carol. So that was really pretty. So I put that up there. Now this card, I'm so excited to share. This card comes from my friend Teresa, who's on here tonight. Teresa sent me this card as a thank you for the time that we spent together on at convention. But the thing that's so funny is remember this card I had sampled? I had done this card. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I have to clear my throat for 1 second, you guys. I'm sorry. Teresa was already in the process of making this card when I did my sample, when I did my video. So I just love it. She did a little bit different and it came out really cute. I love the thank you. It's really, it's dimensionalized if you can see it. So it's really pretty. So thank you, Teresa, for that card. That's really pretty. This is another, this is another card from my girlfriend, Carol. And I just think it's hysterical. I choked on a carrot this afternoon and all I could think of was, I bet a donut wouldn't have done this to me. It's not a Stampin' Up stamp, but it's a fantastic stamp and it's so true. And it's such a perfect card. So thank you, Carol. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. Look at the detail in the coloring. I don't know if you guys can see it well enough, but this is from my friend Judy. She did a embossed background. Let me see if I move the light, if it can come out a little bit. You can see a little bit better. An embossed background, used beautiful circle dies, and then also cut and colored this out. So it's really beautiful. So I was very blessed to receive this. She was really sweet. And then this card I got from my sweet, sweet dear friend, Christine. I had sent Christine a birthday card and she sent this back and oh my gosh, it made me want to cry. It was so beautiful. So it's just it's all sealed and you just take out this part of it. You just take out this part of it. I hope your day is filled with joy. And then she wrote a beautiful thing on the back. So pretty. Now I think Christine made this in Karen's class. Yep, Karen, this is one of your cards. So if you ever wonder what Karen's cards are like, if you've never been to one of her classes, this will give you an idea of one of her cards. So I thought that was really pretty. So anyways, I just want to share those with you because my socks got blessed and I was very grateful and appreciative of the generosity of the people that sent me the cards. Carol is so faithful at sending cards. I could literally show you a card every week. She's so faithful. Okay, so let's get on to tonight's card making class. I am literally driving home from work, talking to Karen on the phone saying, I do not have a card for tonight. What am I going to do? Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to come home and I'm going to open up my catalog. This is the current catalog that you have in your hands. This is the annual catalog. And I turn to page 22. And on page 22, Stampin' Up, let me see if I can bring it up. Stampin' Up has given us about 14 different card layouts. They're called templates that you can use as inspiration. And I had seen a card online a few days ago that I loved. And then I came here and I saw the card. It's right here. So let me see. I'm just going to turn it sideways so that you can see it a little bit. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. It's right here. Can you see it? Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. So it's probably not going to focus very well. But basically, it is 10 strips of 1/2 inch cardstock or designer series paper. Oh, I know how I can get you guys to see it better. Hold on. I just realized what I can do. So it's this one. It's 10 strips of cardstock that's 3 3/4 inches long, and it's 1/2 inch wide, and then a circle. Now, does it have to be exactly? No, you might have a square, you might have a rectangle. You can have whatever you want on there. You can do, 1-inch strips or 2-inch strips, however you want the card. I just love that look. So that's how I'm making my card tonight. I desperately need thank you cards. So the card is going to be a thank you card. I am using Old Olive as my base. It's just a standard piece of cardstock cut in half and folded. And then I'm just using some designer series paper that I had in my stash. I know that you guys have designer series paper in your stash. I know you have punches and dies, so you don't have to worry that you don't have exactly what I have. All you need to do is use this as a template, as a card sample. So I've already cut my strips, and as I said, my strips are 1/2 inch in width and 3 3/4 in length. So I've already got them cut. I am literally just going to glue them, and I'm using my whatever this thing is. I'm using that. Oops, let me make sure. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, help me out here, people. What is this thing called? You guys, I've gone blank. I hate when I do that. I get so mad. It's so frustrating. Actually, I'm going to take that off and do one little thing. And I'm going to just put that a little bit more towards the middle like that. Let me get rid of that little piece right there. Now, silicone mat. Thank you, Judy. Oh my God. I could not find that word anywhere in my brain. It was not going to be there. So, okay, there's that. And then I'm just going to keep gluing. Now, this is going to take me a few minutes because I have 10 strips to glue. and they're sticking together, and I can't even pick them up to get the glue on them. So, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then you just put them together and you alternate. Now I am mimicking the template that Stampin' Up! Published exactly as they did it. Like I said, you can do and however you want to. Just pull out your catalog, turn to page 22, and you will be able to see all of the cool, very unique templates. So if you're ever stuck on how to make a card or you can't think of a pattern that you like, just go to that page. Now I'm excited to say in the new catalog, I can't show it to you because it's on the inside. In the new catalog, it's there as well, different page number, but it's there. So you'll have not only card making templates, but you'll also have scrapbook making templates. So that's kind of cool because Stampin' Up! Is going to refocus on scrapbooking again. As you may know, they purchased lots of copyrighted product copyrighted patents from Close to My Heart, which closed last year. And several of the demonstrators that are now Stampin' Up! Demonstrators were what they were called makers when they were involved with Close to My Heart. So they've come over to Stampin' Up! So in order to accommodate for those customers that are scrapbookers, we'll have a lot of scrapbooking product. So not those colors so pretty, super easy. And if I've done this right, which I might be a little bit off, but it won't be that big of a deal. The top should match the bottom if I've done it right. I'm like I said, I could be a little bit off, but that's not that big of a deal. And I'm not even naming the designer series paper because it doesn't matter. It's whatever you have in your stash. Just cut up strips. You can use you could use just cardstock and emboss the cardstock, and then you can use cardstock strips and emboss the cardstock strips, and then use that. That's another way you could decorate it. So it doesn't have to be designer series paper, but it can be anything like that. So it's going to be a little teeny bit off. There's a little bit more space here than there, but that's okay. It still looks really, really good. Isn't that pretty? It's so happy and bright. And how easy was that, you guys? It literally took me, you already, that's my friend Teresa who likes everything symmetrical. It took me literally a minute to cut the strips, and then you saw how long it took me to put them together. So then I used a stamp set with the word thank you because that's what I needed. As I shared in the beginning, I needed a thank you card. Now I did one thing a little different. I did one circle and then I layered a second circle on it. I'm going to put that right there. And that, you guys, is my card. Easy, pretty, bright colors. Thank you, Angela. I love this. First of all, I love garden green. It's one of my favorite, excuse me, old olive. It's one of my favorite colors. It's been around forever and it's been one of my favorite colors forever. So, but I just think that's a really happy card that captures exactly how I feel. And it's so easy. And I'm focusing on designer series paper, you guys, because the catalog is up in a few weeks, and then we're going to have a whole new round of designer series paper. Now, there's some carrying over, which I don't think Stampin' Up! Has really done very often. I'm not even 100% sure why they're doing it, but that's okay. They didn't ask me, so I can't, couldn't give my opinion. But there's some new, pretty, really pretty paper coming out, and I want you guys to use up what you have, so you'll be interested to get more. So that's that. So there's the thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an inside card, and then I have a bunch more strips cut. So I'll just put a strip, I'll put an inside white, and then I'll put one more strip down there in the bottom. And then that will finish off the card. So that, you guys, is my card. Around here, we make it and we mail it. Hopefully, last week it didn't work to get a final picture. So hopefully this week it will work. So we make it and we mail it. I think I can't let it set too long. And then I don't know what happened last week, but let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. And let it refocus. Let me do that. There we go. There. So that's it. That's the card. So you guys, thanks for joining. I appreciate always when you come and hang out with me. And for those that you watch my replay, thank you so very much. Just a plug. If you are interested in coming to Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate, you just need to let Karen or I know your email address because you have to sign up with the link. Sign up is from April 28th to May 3rd. It won't sell out. We have a very big space. We're hoping to have a great crowd. There is going to be tons of stuff for you to do and play with and enjoy food and lots of chocolate and all that good stuff. And as now you know, there's going to be a retired product sale, which is going to be fantastic. And T-shirts if you want to commemorate. Oh my gosh, I couldn't get that word out, you guys. the event. So that's it. You guys remember one more time, around here, we make it and we mail it. So get a card out in the mail today. Let someone know you're thinking of them. Bless them. And that's the whole reason why we do this, is because we want people to know we love them and we appreciate them. And I love and appreciate you guys. And I will be here next Monday night. I'm here next Monday night, and then I think the following Monday night I am away for work. I'll get the date and confirm it next week, but I will be here next Monday night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye, everybody. Thank you.